Hello dear students. So today we shall discuss some numericals based on the topics which we have already studied in unit 2. Okay. So I think we have covered 2 to 4 topics in unit 2, and today we shall discuss the numericals based on it. Okay. So let me write the first question or first numerical. So the first question is, given the potential given the potential V equals to 10 upon r square sine theta and cos phi. Okay, so the first question is, find the electric flux density D at find the electric flux density and the electric flux density is represented by D. Okay, and at point, and the coordinates of the point is given, and the coordinate of the point is 2 pi by 2 and 0. Okay, so this is the question. Okay, and we have to find the solution. Fine. So if you have to find the electric flux density D, okay, so and V is there. Okay, so we have the direct relationship between V and E. Fine. And with D and E, we have again one more relation between D and E. So with this given V, we can find the electric field intensity E, and then when the electric field intensity will be there, then we can find the electric flux density. Okay, so what are the relations with us? Electric flux density D equals to epsilon naught E. Okay, and what is the relation between E and V? E equals to minus del V. Okay, in the previous class we had seen this, we had established this relation also, E equals to minus del V. Okay, so with the help of this given V, we can find the E, and when E will be known, then with this relation we can find the electric flux density at the given coordinates, that is 2 pi by 2 and 0. Okay, so let's start. E equals to minus del V. So since E equals to minus del V, and what is the formula for del? A minus sign we can take out, and we can write this del V upon del R AR plus 1 upon R del V upon del theta, direction is A theta, and plus 1 upon R sine theta and del V upon del phi, and the direction is phi. Okay, so this relation we had also discussed previously. Okay, so now this V is there, V equals to 10 upon R square sine theta cos phi. Now you have to differentiate it. Once in the first term it is to be differentiated with respect to R, for the second term to be differentiated with respect to theta, and for the third term it has to be differentiated with respect to phi. Okay, so if we differentiate it, del V upon del R, del V upon this del theta and del V upon del phi, then the term which we will obtain will be this 20 upon R cube sine theta cos phi AR. Okay, I'm differentiating it directly. Okay, so this minus sign will become positive here. Now here plus minus minus, and this del V upon del theta. So since it is to be differentiated with respect to theta, so what is the term of theta sine theta? Sine theta will become cos theta. Remaining term will remain same. So 10 upon what? R square, and into R, so 10 upon this R cube. Okay, and this one is your cos theta cos phi, and the direction is, unit vector is means along a theta. And what is the third term? For third term also, see this cos phi, the differentiation will be minus sin phi. The minus and minus plus, so the third term will be plus 10 upon R cube sin theta, sorry, sin phi and a phi. Okay, this sin theta and this sin theta got cancelled, so there is no term of sin theta, only it has been differentiated with respect to this phi. So this is your E. Okay, this one is your electric field intensity. Okay, so now we have find this electric field intensity. So what is D? D equals to epsilon naught E, means if we will multiply this E with the epsilon 0, then it will become D. Okay, so now we have to calculate this D. So D equals to this epsilon E. Okay, and we have the points given in 2 pi by 2 and 0, that is r theta and phi. Okay, so the points are r equals to 2, theta equals to pi by 2, and this phi equals to 0. Okay, so if we will calculate this E on these points, okay, and multiply the epsilon, then we had calculated that E. Okay, so E is how much? 20 upon r cube sin theta cos phi minus 10 upon r cube cos theta cos phi and plus 10 upon r cube sin phi. Okay, so you have to calculate this E at these points 2 pi by 2 and 0. Okay, E at this 2 pi by 2 and 0. So if you will put in place of r, if you will put 2, in place of theta if you will put pi by 2, and in place of this phi if you will put 0 degree, then what will be the E? So E will be how much? It will be 20 upon 8 AR, okay, minus 0 A theta and plus 0 A phi. Okay, so we have the component 20 upon 8 along AR only, and rest others are 0. Why it is 0? Because see in the middle term, here it is theta, cos theta, and theta cos 90. If you will put pi by 2 in place of theta, it will be 0. Okay, here also sin phi, and if you put phi equals to 0, so sin 0 0. So second and third term vanishes, only this term is left. E equals to 20 upon 8 AR. So when we put that E, then it will be epsilon 0 20 upon 8 AR, and remaining terms are 0. So here it is 20 upon 8 is 2.5, and epsilon 0, and the direction is along this r direction. Okay, and what is the unit of D? D is your coulomb per meter square. Okay, fine. So in this way we can find it. Now we have the second question, that calculate the work done in moving a 10 microcoulomb charge from the point A to the point B. Okay, so let's discuss the second question, sub question in this. So your second question is, V is given, V equals to the same question, 10 upon R square sin theta and cos phi. Okay, and now you have to calculate the work done in moving a 10 microcoulomb charge from the point, and the coordinates of the points are, first one is 130 degree and 120 degree. Okay, to the point B, and the coordinate of B is 4, 90 degree and 60 degree. Okay, so this is your second part, that is B part. Okay, and now you have to solve this. So this potential is given and you have to calculate the work done in moving a 10 microcoulomb charge from point A to point B, and the coordinates of both the points are given. Okay, so now since V is known, so it is very easy to find the W, because we have one formula. If you remember, we have W equals to minus Q and negative line integral, that is E dot dl. Okay, and this E dot dl integration can also be written as the potential, because you know it very well that V equals to minus, that is negative line integral of the electric field intensity. So it can also be written as Q into VAB, that is potential between this B point, A and B point. Okay, VAB. Fine. Now what is VAB? VAB can be further written as potential of this B point minus potential of this A point, that is VB minus VA. Okay, now if we try to solve this numerical with this formula, then how can we solve it? So W will be equals to this Q, and what is Q? 10 microcoulomb. Okay, so this Q is your 10 raised to power 10 into 10 power minus 6. Okay, this is, since it is the microcoulomb, so we will have to convert it into coulomb. So 10 into 10 power minus 6. And then what is VB? Okay, so V is already given, 10 upon R square sin theta cos phi. If we put the coordinate of this B point into this V, then that will be VB. And if we will put the coordinates of this A point into this V, then we will get VA. So obviously VB minus VA we can very easily calculate. So what is VB? See the coordinate of this point B and put in the given V. So the V is 10 upon R square. Okay, so see the coordinates. R square means it is 4 square, that is 16. Okay, sin theta, that is sin 90. Cos phi, that is cos 60, and minus VA. Okay, so for VA we will have to consider the coordinate of this A point. Okay, so see this 10 upon R square, So tan upon 1 square, that is 1, and then sin theta, that is sin 30, and then cos 5, so cos 120. Okay, now we can solve it very easily. So here it will be 10 into 10 to the power minus 6, and it is 10 upon 32, because this sin 90 is 1 and cos 60 is 1 by 2, so 16 to the 32 minus this one is minus 5 by 2. Okay, so if you will solve it, then your W will be 28.125 microjoule, because this 10 to the power minus 6 we have considered here. Okay, so this is your work done in moving this 10 microcoulomb charge from this A point to the B point. Okay, so in this way we can solve the numericals based on this electric field intensity, electric flux density, electric potential, whatever we want we can solve. Okay, and later we will solve some numericals based on the electrostatic energy density also, or energy density in electrostatic field I had discussed in the last class, so we can solve the numericals on it also. The next numerical is the, the point charges, the point charges, and the charges are minus 1 nanocoulomb, 4 nanocoulomb, and 3 nanocoulomb are located at the points whose coordinates are given, that is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, and 1, 0, 0. Okay, so 3 coordinates have been given respectively. Now find the energy in the system. Find the energy in the system. Okay, so recently, perhaps in the last class, we had discussed the energy density in electrostatic field. Okay, so that is useful to solve this numerical. Okay, so in that we had discussed the concept of total energy. And what was your total energy? If you remember, we have the total energy of this W equals to half sigma Qk Vk. Okay, and this K equals to 1 to N. But here we have 3 charges, so we will put this K equal to 1 to 3. So if we expand this, then we will have 1 upon 2 Q1 V1 plus Q2 V2 and plus Q3 V3. Okay. So as I had discussed, if in the free space there is no charge, then what will happen? There will not be any potential, because there was no existence of any charge in the free space. If you will see that derivation, which I had explained in the earlier class, then you will understand that this first term was 0. Okay, so we'll have to consider this from this second term. Okay, so if we write this, then this W will be 1 upon 2. Okay, and we have the potentials in Q1. If we take out, so Q1 upon 2, and this will be Q2 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 R. Okay, so in place of R it will be 1 plus this Q3 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 R, and then we have this Q2 upon 2, Q1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 del R, and plus Q3 upon this 4 pi epsilon 0, and the distance will be now root of 2. Okay, this one is the distance. Okay, so if we talk this to this point or this to this point, then we have to calculate this. Okay, so because how this root 2 is appearing, if you will consider the distance between these 2 points, okay, this 1 0 0 and 0 0 1. Okay, so if we consider the distance between these 2 points, that is this 1 0 0 and this 0 0 1. Okay, so obviously if we will calculate this, then it will be what, 1 square plus 1 square, and it will be root 2. So this way this 2 is coming, and for rest of the system 0 minus 1 1 of magnitude root under square, this is 1 minus 0 again 1. So here all everywhere the distance is 1, and here we are getting root 2 due to this. If we try to find the distance between these 2 points 1 0 0 and 0 0 1, then you will get this root 2. Okay, so this way we can proceed to solve. Fine, and plus Q3 upon 2, and then this will be Q1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 1 plus Q2 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 and root 2. So we can expand this in this form. Okay, now if we take this 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught as common from all the terms, then how we can represent it? 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 is taken common, so it is Q1 into Q2 plus Q1 into Q3 and plus this Q2 into Q3 upon root of 2. Fine, and we have all the charges given, that is minus 1 nanocoulomb, 4 nanocoulomb and 3 nanocoulomb. So that we can put here. Okay, and if you don't want to convert this nanocoulomb into coulombs, then let it be in nano, so the work done or this energy will also be obtained in the form of nanojoules. Okay, so if we will put the values, if we put all the values, then you will get this answer, that is 13.37, and the unit will be nanojoules. Okay.